Have you ever wondered what happens after we die? Feared the unknown? You're not alone. As we embark on this journey of exploration, let's remember these questions aren't new. They've been asked and pondered over for centuries. Among those who sought answers was a wise old man from ancient Greece, Socrates. Socrates, with his profound wisdom, dared to delve into the mysteries of life and death. He questioned the fear that shrouds death, challenging us to view it from a different perspective. To him, death wasn't something to be feared, but a mystery to be embraced with courage and curiosity. So, why is it that we fear death? Is it the fear of the unknown, the uncertainty of what lies beyond? Or is it the fear of leaving behind what we know, what we're comfortable with? These fears, though real and valid, can often cloud our perspective, causing us to miss out on the beauty of existence. Enter Socrates. He nudges us towards a different viewpoint, one that celebrates death as a part of life. He invites us to see death not as a dreadful end, but as a liberating beginning, a doorway to something infinitely bigger than our mortal existence. To Socrates, death was a transition, a liberation of the soul from the confines of the physical body. It was a grand adventure, a journey towards the infinite. And this perspective, he believed, was the key to living a life of joy and fulfillment. But what about the afterlife? Well, Socrates doesn't claim to have all the answers. Yet he offers a comforting thought that death is a gateway, a passage to something eternal. Our souls, he suggests, continue their journey much like a butterfly emerging from its cocoon. So let's take a moment to reflect. What if we embraced our mortality, acknowledging it as an essential part of our existence? What if we saw death not as a specter lurking in the shadows, but as a guide, gently leading us towards our next great adventure? Today we explore the timeless wisdom of Socrates, the ancient Greek philosopher, on death and the afterlife. As we venture further, remember, this isn't about finding definitive answers. It's about sparking a dialogue, a conversation that continues through time and space, echoing into eternity. Imagine Socrates, a wise old man with a twinkle in his eye, beckoning you closer. Death, he says, isn't something to be dreaded, but embraced. This ancient philosopher, known for his insightful wisdom, viewed death not as a terrifying end, but as a liberating beginning. In Socrates' philosophy, death is seen as the ultimate liberation of the soul from the confines of the physical body. He likened it to a grand adventure, a journey into the vast expanse of the infinite. The soul, unbound from the shackles of mortality, is free to explore the boundless realms of existence. Socrates saw death as a transformative experience, a metamorphosis of the soul, like a caterpillar transforming into a butterfly. The soul, he believed, evolves through the process of death, shedding its earthly form to embrace its true ethereal nature. But Socrates' view on death wasn't just about the soul's journey into the afterlife. It was also about the life we lead here and now. Understanding and accepting death, he argued, is the key to true joy. By acknowledging our mortality, we can focus on the present moment, savoring every experience, every connection, every breath. Fear of death, according to Socrates, is a hindrance, a barrier that keeps us from truly living. It keeps us shackled, preventing us from embracing the beauty and possibilities of life. But by embracing death, we can break free from this fear, allowing ourselves to live fully, passionately, and meaningfully. So let's think about it. If we constantly fear the inevitable, aren't we missing out on life? Aren't we missing out on the joy, the beauty, the wonder that life has to offer? By embracing our mortality, we can live a life of purpose, a life that truly matters. As Socrates would say, death isn't something to be dreaded, but embraced. It's a gateway, a passage into the infinite, a grand adventure waiting to be embarked upon. So instead of fearing the inevitable, let's celebrate it, for it is the key to our liberation, the key to our true joy. Think about it. If we constantly fear the inevitable, aren't we missing out on life? Socrates argues that embracing our mortality allows us to focus on what truly matters, the impact we leave on the world. And isn't that a profound thought? When we let go of the fear of death, we can truly start living. We can begin to appreciate the beauty of existence, the joy of experiencing the world around us. Now let's think about the concept of legacy. What does it mean to you? Is it about the wealth you amass, the accolades you receive, or the power you wield? Or is it about the lives you've touched, the love you've shared, and the positive change you've instigated? Socrates urges us to consider the latter. He encourages us to measure our lives not by the length of our years, but by the depth of our experiences, the impact we have on others, the memories we create, the wisdom we impart. These are the things that truly matter. Fear of death can often consume us, leading to a life that's only half lived. We may find ourselves too afraid to take risks, too worried about the unknown to embrace the present. But when we accept our mortality, we can begin to live fully. We can seize the day, seize the moment, and make the most of the time we have. We can live a life that's rich with experiences, filled with love and laughter, brimming with wisdom and kindness. A life that leaves a lasting impact on the people around us. A life that echoes through eternity. Imagine the possibilities when we stop fearing death and start embracing life. Imagine the potential for growth when we stop worrying about the end and start focusing on the journey. Imagine the joy we can experience when we live each day as if it's our last. So let's take Socrates' wisdom to heart. Let's embrace our mortality and focus on the impact we can make. After all, It's not about how long we live, but how well we live. It's about living a full life, not a half-lived one consumed by fear. But what about the afterlife? Socrates doesn't provide all the answers, but offers a comforting perspective. So let's delve into it. Socrates, with his profound wisdom, saw death not as an end, but as a transition, a gateway to the eternal. The ancient philosopher likened our souls to butterflies. Just as a butterfly breaks free from its cocoon to embark on a journey of flight, our souls too, he believed, shake off the confines of the physical body at death, to continue their journey beyond the known horizon. This journey, Socrates proposed, was not into oblivion, but into eternity. Death was not a final curtain call, but a dramatic climax, followed by an encore performance in a realm beyond our comprehension. It was a transition from the temporal to the perpetual, from the finite to the infinite. Now, imagine your soul as a butterfly. It's been nestled in the cocoon of your body, experiencing life through the senses. At death, it breaks free from this cocoon, unfolding its wings to explore the vast expanses of the universe. We're not just talking about a physical journey here, but a spiritual one, an eternal voyage of discovery and growth. This view of the afterlife, as proposed by Socrates, is a comforting perspective indeed. It replaces the fear of death with a sense of wonder and anticipation. The unknown becomes less terrifying and more intriguing. The end becomes a new beginning. In this light, death is not a monster to be feared, but a guide leading us towards the next phase of our existence. It's a transition, a metamorphosis that allows our spirits to take flight, to shine with our unique light, illuminating the universe with our essence. Our story continues, echoing through eternity. So, as Socrates would have it, death isn't an end. It's not even a pause. It's a comma, a breath, a stepping stone to the next chapter of our eternal journey. It's a beautiful transition, a transformation from the physical to the spiritual, from the temporal to the eternal. It's the door to a new adventure, a new existence, a new life.
What's your next step towards greatness? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and let's inspire each other to reach new heights. Until next time, keep striving, keep growing, and keep believing in the power of your dreams.